Hi there, People Stack family. Welcome to another episode of the People Stack podcast. I am Jen Bunk. I'm CEO of the People Stack. I'm a career coach for tech managers, and it is our mission to help call forth the world-class leader in every single technical leader and every single technical manager so that we can create an army of authentic, assertive servant leaders. And so I want to honor you. I want to thank you for giving this episode a listen and honor yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back because in listening to this and then in applying what we're talking about, you are helping us to serve that mission. So go team People Stack. So this week we're talking about money. And on the last episode, I talked about the heaviness of money and those blocks around money and how they're keeping you from earning more of it, because income equals impact, folks. The more money you make, all that means is that you're creating a massive positive impact. Focus on the impact. Focus on the lives that you are changing by being an authentic, assertive servant leader. And guess what you get to get? Guess what the reward is for that? It's money. But not every tech manager knows how to do that. Not every tech manager knows how to tap into that. So that's what we're talking about here. And so on this episode, I'm going to be talking about money scarcity, that feeling of not having enough money. So raise your hand if you've ever felt like that. If you've ever felt like, I don't have enough money. I wish I could have more money. I don't have enough and it's driving me crazy. We've all done it. Like, I feel you all, even though it's a different time and a different place, I feel you all collectively raising your hands right now because we've all felt that from time to time. And the reality of it is, if you feel it every once in a while, then that's okay, although it's not ideal. It's still going to drag you. It's still going to be a weight that you're carrying around with you that you simply don't need to. It is also going to create less money because if you're so focused on, I don't have enough money, we're going to run out of money, I can't stand paying my bills, guess what? You're not going to create more money because it's kind of like, oh, you don't like money. Great, I'm not going to give you any, right? You're creating this like negative relationship with money. Like if you can imagine money as something that you create a relationship with, like one of your loved ones. And if you keep pushing somebody away, and if you keep telling someone, you're not enough for me, you don't love me enough, I can't stand talking with you, I can't stand having these conversations with you, it's so stressful, why don't you do more for me? What if you treated somebody that way? You're going to push them away. You're going to push that person out of your life. The same thing with money. It's the same thing, and I've seen it happen time and time and time again. So that's what happens when it's kind of like every once in a while, you're pushing money away. And then it'll come in, but then it'll come back. And hey, that's not a great place to live. So if you don't fix this, if you don't fix your money scarcity soon, you're going to have this like wobbly relationship with money, just like you would have a wobbly relationship with someone who you keep pushing away. But look, what happens is this sometimes thing becomes a habit. This money scarcity, oh, it's just every once in a while. But then it becomes a habit. It becomes a part of who you are. Like you are just someone who is fearful around money, anxious around money, fearful that you're not going to have enough of it. And you're just constantly living in a place of money scarcity. That's where this leads if you don't fix it. And I don't think I have to tell you the negative effects that this is going to have in your career, but I'm going to because it's important to see this, to see that if you don't fix your money scarcity soon, your career is dead on arrival. You're going to end up unemployed, underemployed, underrecognized, underpaid, overstressed, and having zero freedom. We were just talking with someone the other day who was so surrounded by money scarcity. He ended up losing a job for a variety of different reasons. He left his badass job as a technical leader, and he didn't have that job anymore. And he basically ended up unemployed and living with his parents. No paycheck. No freedom to live where he wanted to because he had no paycheck. And he was also not able to have an adult relationship with anyone either. He was trying to have a relationship with someone, and it just wasn't working out. Because he was constantly living in scarcity, constantly living in money scarcity and in fear. And the way that he described it was, you know what? My soul feels heavy. My soul feels heavy. And I know that a lot of you can relate to that. Like, your soul wants to break free, but it can't. Your soul is in a cage. Your heart aches. Your spirit is broken. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. So this is what happens to your career, to your life, to your relationships, to your freedom. It disappears. You no longer have any. It's like you're living in a cage because you can't spread your wings, because you have no money, because you have no ability to fix it, or at least that's what it feels like. And the reason that this is so important to grasp about what's going to happen if you don't fix your money scarcity soon, if you don't fix this feeling of, I don't have enough money, is that the only way you're going to take a stand for yourself and fix it is to really feel the pain and the consequences of what you're going through right now. Whether it's past pain, stuff that's happened in the past around money, around not having enough of it, around living in scarcity, around living paycheck to paycheck and wondering which one to pay and paying your bills by color. And some of you know what I'm talking about. Which bill do I pay? Oh, it's only 1 week late. It's only 2 weeks late. I'm going to pay the ones that it's already been shut off that are red. Whether it's present pain that you're going through right now because maybe you're out of the job, or you've just been underpaid so much for the last 5, 10, 20 years that you've never had enough money, and it's always felt like paycheck to paycheck because you haven't gotten more than a 5 to 10% raise over the last 20 years. And so now you're behind. You are an accomplished, intelligent, motivated technical leader who should be making 175, 200K plus a year, but you're only making 100, 125, maybe 150. And so every day feels like a struggle. Not just because you're being under-recognized and you're not getting those pats on the back from the people who honestly should be giving you those pats on the back because you're badass at what you do, but they're not showing you the money. They're not showing you the recognition. There's that, and that definitely causes heartache. That definitely causes a heavy soul. That definitely causes a broken spirit to know that you are intelligent and badass, but you're not getting recognized. And then on top of that, you don't have enough money. It's like you should. For all of the value that you add, for all the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into your work, you shouldn't have to live like this, paycheck to paycheck, covered in debt with no seeming way out of it. You shouldn't have to live like this. Or maybe it's future pain. Maybe right now you're like, It's okay. I'm doing okay. I'm definitely keeping my head above water, maybe even higher than that. I'm not quite feeling, I understand what you mean by a heavy soul. I understand what you mean by heartache and broken spirit and money scarcity. And yeah, I've fallen into that from time to time. And yeah, cash flow has been tight from time to time, especially when medical bills start to pile up or other kinds of unexpected expenses, like having to fix the car or the roof or whatever that might be. But we get through it and it's fine and it's all good. But you're thinking about the future. You're thinking about the story that I just told about the person we spoke with who lost his job, is unemployed and now living with his parents and keeps digging himself into a deeper and deeper hole every day. You don't want to end up like that. You want to plan. You want to be proactive. You're ready to take a stand, not because you're currently feeling any of that pain or that there was a lot of pain in the past, but you will not become someone like that. You want to prevent it. You want to plan to prevent that. So that's where this leads. There's pain all around. Whether you're talking about past, present, future, the idea of not having enough money, fearing not having enough money, it's crushing you. It's crushing you. And I don't want that for you anymore. And I'm ready to take a stand for you and help you to fix it. Because look, when you fix it, it's amazing. And this is what we do for our clients. The person that I spoke with was digging himself into a deeper and deeper hole every day because he's unemployed and living with his parents. We're going to help him. We're going to help him fix that because he sees now how he has to do the work, the hard work to dig himself out of that hole that he put himself in. And we're going to help him just like if we've helped hundreds of other clients out of money scarcity, out of that feeling of I'm broke. I am literally broke. So many of our clients have told us that on that first call with us. I want you to understand, Jen, you have to understand my money situation right now. I have like $5 in the bank account. I don't have enough for the mortgage. And my credit cards are all maxed out. I try to apply for as many credit cards as I can, but most of the time I'm denied. Every once in a while, I'll get maybe $500, $1,000 in credit, and that's what's keeping me going. And oh, by the way, I'm also going through a divorce. And oh, by the way, I have a pile of medical bills. And what we tell those people, and this is what I want to tell you if you're in that situation right now, is I hear you, I feel you, I see you. And what I care about the most is what you're committed to creating in the future. If you're committed to drawing a line in the sand and making today the day that you start changing your money situation, then we can talk. I want you to connect with the pain that you're in right now, like I talked about earlier, but that's so that you can take a stand for yourself and fix this. Fix this once and for all, to commit that no matter what, I'm going to build my dream career, because that is the path out. That is the path out of living a life paycheck to paycheck with a heavy soul, with a broken spirit, and with a heart that feels so heavy that you cannot even get out of bed in the morning. So I hear you, I feel you, I see you. If your money troubles are extremely, extremely dire and devastating right now. And what I care about the most is, are you committed to fixing it? And if you are, then that's what we're here for. So when you're committed to fixing it, whether it's devastating and dire financial situation right now, or whether it's you want to prevent that from happening because you see the writing on the wall and that's not going to be my future. I want to erase that writing right now, and I'm going to create a new future for myself that is full of abundance, that is full of time freedom and financial freedom and location freedom. And that is what I'm committed to doing. That's what we care about. All of our clients are committed. And so on the other side of this, what is that commitment to change? That commitment to build an even better version of yourself? That commitment to make a massively positive impact. What does that create? It creates more impact. It creates more income. It creates more freedom for yourself and for your loved ones. You know, we just had a client pay off his mortgage with a $90K payment. And he posted a screenshot in our Slack channel, in our client Slack channel, a screenshot of the deposit from the bank slip. $90K paid off. How awesome would that feel? Like think about how much is left on your mortgage right now if you have a mortgage. If you pay rent like us, it's a different situation. You can think about a student loan or some other loan that you have, credit card bills, credit card debt that you have. How much is left on there? Is it 50K? 90K? 100K? 150K? 200K? Or more? It doesn't matter. Imagine that you create so much of an impact and have such an amazing relationship with money that you are able to pay it off in one fell swoop. Done. I got to tell you, it feels flippin' awesome to do that. We've done it a few times with loans that we've taken out, whether it was for the business or for personal. And it feels freaking awesome. Like we had a Discover loan one time. I think it was a $30K Discover loan to help us move from Pennsylvania to Boston to cover the expenses. We were also upside down in our house at that time. And so we sold our house in Pennsylvania, but when we sold it, we actually owed money. We bought the house in 2006. So do the math and you'll figure out why that happened. But anyway, we took out this $30K loan, moved to Boston. And then that's when I started my business. Rob landed his job. At that point, this was 5-6 years ago at this point. Rob was a software engineering manager, really manager entitled director in actuality. We took out that $30K loan, and then a year later, we called Discover. And I think there might have been, whatever was left on it at that point. It was definitely in the 5 figures. Maybe it was 28 or something like that, because over the course of the year, you pay down maybe a couple grand. Say it was 28K. We called Discover. Yes, we'd like to make a payment to pay off the loan. What's the payoff amount, please? And they told us the amount, so that'll be $28,500. Yes, we'd like to make that payment right now. And the woman on the other end, the whole thing? And it felt so great. Yes, the whole thing, we're going to pay it off. Yes, ma'am. And it felt so great to be able to do that. It's such a weight lifted because we created that. And it was also a sign that moving to Boston and that selling our house, and even though we lost money, it was exactly the right thing to do. It was exactly what it was meant to be. Everything kind of came together. And that's because continually, Rob and I live in a place of abundance, of financial abundance, of time abundance, of love abundance, of faith abundance, of joy abundance. There's abundance of everything in our lives. And that's what we show our clients how to do too. So I can go on and on about other client successes, about making more money than they ever thought possible because they became open to receive it. They were blocking the money before. They were living in scarcity. We just had a client who got a 48, I think it was actually a 52% raise by getting a new job because he wasn't living in money scarcity anymore. Or clients who were severely, severely underpaid for years and years and years. And they were just so focused on being underpaid. I want to get more money. Why is it this way? And we showed them a different way of looking at their career and their impact and being an authentic, assertive servant leader. And this journey of self-transformation, this journey of upgrading who they are, of upgrading their identity, the byproduct of that is they now are not grossly underpaid anymore. They're earning the abundance that they deserve. Clients who went from $100K a year, grossly underpaid. Like, it's so underpaid that it's like, it makes them angry. It makes me angry. Like, disgustingly underpaid. From like $100K a year to $150K a year. With the ability to make even more. And then what that creates in your life and the rest of your life is, now that you have that breathing room, your soul is free. Your heart is open and your spirit says, bring it on. Bring on the abundance. Bring on the challenges. I got this no matter what. I'm ready to live the dream. I'm ready to travel the world and check off all of those places that are on my bucket list. I'm ready to buy amazing cars, amazing gifts for all of my family. I'm ready to care for my aging parents in a way that is going to blow their socks off. I'm going to help my brother and sister with whatever it is that they need, and everyone in my family. And I'm going to help my team, and I'm going to make an impact as a leader because I'm a servant leader. The reason that I earn this money, this $150K, $200K, $300K, $500,000 a year, is because I am a servant leader and I am in service to all of my brothers and sisters, whether we're related by blood or not. That's what becomes possible when you remove the money scarcity and replace it with money abundance. Because abundance, there's an abundance of abundance, my friends. There's an abundance of gratitude. There's an abundance of love. There's an abundance of resourcefulness. And as long as you're committed to find a way, as long as you're not committed to the excuses why not, as long as you're not committed to your limitations, because I'm going to tell you something right now. If you're more committed to your limitations and all the reasons why this isn't going to work, yeah, but Jen, COVID. Yeah, but Jen, the job market right now sucks. Yeah, but Jen, companies don't have enough money to pay me. Yeah, but Jen, I don't want to step on any toes. Did I ever say you had to do that? No. Yeah, but Jen, it's just not possible for me. It may have been possible for other people. Yeah, but Jen, I don't know how to do this, and I don't get you, and I don't trust you. Yeah, but Jen, I don't know. I think I maybe trust you, but gosh, I don't know if it'll work for me. I hear the yeah buts, and I raise you your dream. I hear the yeah buts. But if you want to stay there and stay more committed to all of your excuses why you can't do it, then I got nothing more to say. But if you hear me when I say, I hear your yeah buts and I raise you your dream, I hear them all. Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to work for me. Yeah, but COVID. Okay. Are those the only things stopping you from building your dream tech career? Is that it? Then it's like, yeah. We're talking about building your dream here. No one said it's going to be easy. But if you're willing to go on this journey, it will be the most transformational journey that you've ever been on. And it would be our privilege and our honor to be your Sherpas, your expert guides on this journey. If that's you, book a call with us today, thepeoplestack.com/book. Pick a time that works for you. You'll hop on a call with us. Make sure it's a time that you're free of distractions, because this is going to be, as long as you show up coachable, as long as you show up committed, as long as you show up more committed to building that dream than to your excuses why you can't have it, it's going to be the most transformational, clarifying conversation that you've ever had about your career. It's win-win, my friends. And I know that you want to win in your career. I know that you want to live in a place of abundance and not scarcity. We'll show you how. The first step is to book that call with us, thepeoplestack.com/book. I know that some of you are stuck. A lot of you are stuck in money scarcity right now. I don't have enough money. I can't get more. Why can't I get more money? Paycheck to paycheck. I have too much debt. I get it. Are you ready to commit to making the change that is necessary so that you can live in abundance, to doing the hard work, to doing the smart work, to taking the bold, inspired, intelligent action to create your dream, to create more of an impact, to create an amazing legacy? That is what is more important than the status of your bank account. That's it for the day, folks. Talk to you soon. Bye for now. That's a wrap.